Hello, Mr. Victor. Please give me please, a moment to get this to Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I think we are good to go. So, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so we're actually excited to continue the Precision Agriculture Incubation Program. We started So this started on the 15th of February, and we are progressing today. So the next presentation we have. So before we go into that, I want to give a quick introduction or a quick recap of what academy is all about. Okay, so Christian Field Academy. Excuse me, I'm having issues with my slide. Okay, so okay. So about Precision Field Academy. Precision Field Academy is a social enterprise. Train and build the capacity of young professionals in modern and emerging technology for the future of work and to lead with precision agriculture. So, in summary, basically, we are engaged into training and building capacity of young professionals through modern technology for precision agriculture. Next slide. Okay, so what is our vision? Our vision at Precision Field Academy is to create a world where every young person, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to become a digitally savvy farmer or an agricultural professional, driving sustainable and equitable growth in their communities through the transformative of technology. So our methodology. So we believe basically using three methodologies, which is education plus knowledge sharing, training and skill development, coaching and mentorship. And also we have attached to our programs, these are tech skill or tech courses, tech-related courses that spear precision agriculture. So number one is drone technology. So we're actually leveraging drone technology to redefine the way agriculture is being practiced through using drones to collect data and create insights that help farmers farm productively and sustainably. Another tech skill here is GIS, which is Geographic Information System, GIS and remote sensing. And this is what we're going to be discussing in today's masterclass with our speaker, Mr. Victor. So, the, okay, what's our motivation or our motivation why we do what we do? We discovered there is a skill gap to be closed, and young professionals need to build skills, both technical and enterprise skills for the future of work in agriculture. Another why of what we do, like our motivation, is observing the trend is not enough. So youth needs to become an enabler and the player of what agricultural revolution and not mere observer. That is, we are advocating for youth inclusion into digital agriculture. And lastly, technology is the key to unlock African agricultural potential. So, by leveraging the power of technology to define the African food ecosystem as a whole. Okay, so why should you join us? The reason why you should join us are listed below, and I think these are very crucial points why you should join us. So we are creating the future we want in agriculture because we actually want agriculture to be less strenuous, and we are leveraging technology to create a future we want for agriculture. We are inventing the future, we are redefining the future. So one other thing we also that also serve as the reason why you should join us is we connect you to the right information and the world of opportunities, which comes in terms of scholarship, internship, and volunteership on both local and international scale for your career development growth. So we also engage in skill development through project collaboration. It can be in research work. It can be in professional trainings and professional courses like this, like Precision Agriculture Incubation Program. So skill development through project collaboration, community interaction, and workshops. And lastly is access to coaching and mentorship from industry leaders and professionals. So you have So you have a solitary mentorship opportunity where they can actually give you expert-led insights for you to stay productivity in your career in digital agriculture. So at Precision Field Academy, we are building a community of young tech inclined and digitally savvy farmers and professionals.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Amazing. Thank you so much, Joseph. Without further ado, I know time is fast spent, and I know many of you are actually looking forward to joining us. Yeah. And now I want to actually bring on Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, you are welcome on the stage to take us through introduction to GIS and data acquisition in agriculture. The floor is yours.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you're joining in. So I'm going to take you through this course, or let's say training, introduction to GIS and data acquisition in agriculture. So all right. So like I was rightly introduced, I'm Victor Tariah by name. I'm a GIS analyst. All right. So I'll just quickly rush through this slide, then. All right. Let me know if you can see my slide. Hello, Mr. Femi. Can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see your slide. You can proceed. It's on already.
Okay, but it's not moving from my end. Okay, let me share it again.
It should be moving from your hand. You need to share it again.
Yeah, all right. All right, sorry. Let me do that now. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, so this is the agenda we're going to take. We're going to follow. First, I'm going to give you an overview of GIS. Then we're going to discuss about the role of GIS in agriculture. Then we're going to go through the GIS implementation phases in agriculture. Then at the tail end, we'll do a demo on mapping basic species using an ESRI's app. All right. So what is GIS? I believe most of us know what GIS is and have our own definitions. No, GIS, Geographic Information System, it's a computer-based system designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage, filter, and visualize all types of geospatial data. Now, in implementing GIS, there are different components attributed to it. You have the hardware, you have the software, the data, the people, and the methods used in actualizing GIS. Some of the hardware might be cloud-based. The software have different types: commercial, open source, and so on and so forth. GIS data sources. Primarily, we have two major sources of data used in GIS. One are primary data sources and secondary data sources. In a nutshell, primary data sources are self-generated by field observation, like you go to field, use your classical survey method, and get your field data. fly your drone, you get a few data, or secondary sources that are already existing there. For example, we have the USGS portal, Sentinel data sets, the remote sensing data set, the SAR data, and so on and so forth that could be used in GIS. Right. So now some factors to consider while sourcing for GIS data. One, what is the age of the data? I need to know the age of the data. Where did it come from? What medium is it originally produced? What is the area coverage of the data? The scale that the data was being digitized? What projection was used in acquiring the data? Is it geographic or projected? You know, so there are list of questions you need to ask yourself when you're sourcing for data. That when you're sourcing for data used in GIS. Now we have different GIS data types. Various data types we use in GIS. One of them are spatially referenced. We have the attribute and have metadata. Spatially referenced are mainly vector and raster data sets. And the vectors, we have the feature collections of which comprises of the points, line, and polygon. If you look on your top right, you're going to see example of those point data sets, of those vector data sets rather. Then you have your raster, which has to do with imagery or continuous surfaces, such as your DEM, digital elevation models, digital surface models. And you also have attribute data that are tabular, giving us data or more information about our data sets, our vector data set. You also have metadata. Metadata in nutshell is it's data about data, the information about data. So it tells you the scale, the scale information, the accuracy, projection, data source, and so on and so forth. And so forth. Those are the data types we have. Then data formats also, like we earlier explained, we have vector and raster data formats now. Initially, we talked about the types, now it's the format. The vector data um, types, we were talking about the XV, the formats that I was talking about, like normally most popular one, XV shapefile. We have JSON, AutoCAD, KML, SVG. Then for your raster data, we have IMG, DT format. I also have the compressed raster format, also the ECW, the JP2, and so on and so forth. All right, so I'll just quickly move to GIS in agriculture, some applications of GIS in agriculture. And one of them is in precision agriculture farming, you know, where you use high technology and sensors in getting reliable information about your farm in a bit to increase yield and production. We also have crop health monitoring, check areas that we have check areas where the soil is doing well or your crops are doing well, livestock stock monitoring, movement, virtual geofencing, whereby sensors are being embedded in animals to control their movement. So you have your area already marked. If you go out to that zone, the sensor like triggers a kind of a shock, and they tend to turn away from that area and goes back to where you defined previously. It can also be used in nutrient distribution, crop yield, prediction as well. There are many applications of GIS in agriculture, but these are just a few of them. Then we have the GIS implementation phases in GIS implementation phase in agriculture. The data acquisition, the data processing, the data analysis, the data visualization. The acquisition has to do with the classics of the method, the field observation, field data acquisition, and processing using various GIS processing softwares or drone processing softwares like your Pix4D, ArcGIS software, ODM, that is open source, ArcGIS Pro, QGIS, and so on and so forth. Analysis, we tend to carry out analytical, some analysis that has to do with crop stress analysis, crop yield prediction, they tend to monitor animal grazing pattern, and soil nutrient mapping also, and also pest infestation control. Then in visualization as to do, it can be real time through a dashboard or through a web GIS, or through charts, graphs, or static 2D or 3D maps. So GIS is used in the entire agribusiness value chain. So in all the process from the production to the supply, you find out that GIS is being used in all the value chain, the agribusiness value chain. Okay, before I continue, I don't know, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Let me know.
Yes, you are. We are hearing you.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so now what are the benefits of GIS implementation? It's enormous. It helps in finances, it raises revenue, increases satisfaction, quality, decreases risk, increases productivity. But the implementation of GIS is mostly done by large-scale farmers or large-scale farming. Okay, so you said the audio is not clear. Can you hear me now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Victor, from my end, I can actually hear you very clearly. I guess it's improved. Although, please let us know. Okay, yeah, Paul James mentioned that, yeah, we can hear you, sir. All right.
Okay.
So I think that's confirmation.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So, like I said, small scale farmers may not be able to afford implementing GIS in its entirety. So, you find GIS being used by large scale farmers, because it's cost effective, but the output, the result also surpasses the benefits you get, employing GIS, increasing yield and increasing productivity, making predictions in your farm. So the benefits of implementing GIS in your farm is enormous, right? So now uh, we'll go to our demo, but before then, I would like to ask if there's any question so far on what I've shared. If there's any question before I go to our demo for today. Any question from what I've said so far? All right. So I don't know, Mr. Femi, can I go ahead or should I wait a bit? Hello, Mr. Femi, are you there? Should I proceed or hello? Uh, okay. Before I get, I don't know if you can still hear me. I believe most of you have downloaded or created an account with uh, Africa G Portal, because we're going to be using some of the apps provided by Esri on that portal for this demo, for this exercise now. Mr. Femi, are you there? Okay, or okay, all right, okay, all right. So I would like us to log into your Africa G Portal account, log in your details, and so let me stop this and share my screen. Okay. Let me know once you've seen it. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. All right, I'll just continue, hoping that maybe you're with me. All right, so when you log into Africa Job Portal, you're going to see an interface that looks like this. You have your data library, you have the learning center, your special tools, and the communities. The data library has a house or previous data set that has been generated by people in the past. You know, so you find some data sets comprise relating to population, agriculture, and all that. In the learning center, you're going to find some tutorials on certain tasks related with GIS and all that. But our emphasis for today is on these geospatial tools because we're going to be using some of the apps here for our next phase. So if you're following me, you click on geospatial tools, right? Or you just scroll down to ArcGIS Online. Then you're going to see you're going to see an interface. This is called the web the map viewer classic. We're going to come back to this map later on. But first, we're going to start with the various the app for today. So if you check here, you're going to see series of apps. We have the Africa Jupiter, Feed Map, Designer App, Studio, GIS Online. There are series of apps that have been made free for you by Esri through Africa Jupiter. Normally, if you want to get access to this, you're going to pay quite some. You can pay for it, but now it's been made free by Esri through Africa Jupiter. So we're going to use this app called Field Map Designer. Like I said, the demo that we want to do is to create a an invasive species. We want to map invasive species in a in an ideal, or let's say it's not real, let's say quasi field, right? So I don't know if you're still following me at this point, please. Okay, please, Mr. Joseph, can you hear me? Are you following? Just want to know if they are following so that if I should go ahead or to stop. Hello, can I go ahead, Mr. Joseph? Okay, good. Okay, right. Right. So in your when you click on your field map designer, we're going to click on this icon called new map.
You can go ahead, sir.
All right. So click on this app called new map. Now the essence, like I said, we want to map invasive species in a particular garden, and we are asked to create a name for what we want to do. I'm going to call it invasive species. I'm just just I will use an SPP as name, and like I explained, it's a points feature. So I'm going to leave the points here as it is now. Click on next. It's asking us the feed map. Every feed map, you can incorporate a differential GPS with it if you want to increase the accuracy. But for this exercise, we're not doing that. We just use we'll skip this part by clicking next. Now it's asking us the the folder that we want to save this project. It's it's best practice to always create folder for each work you're doing on ArcGIS or in GIS. So I'm going to click on this drop down button and click on create new folder, and I'll call it PFA Academy, and click on create map. It's going to take a while. It's creating the point feature, empty point feature. So I wish I could get your feedback. We're going to build the the attributes of this invasive species feature class together. All right. All right. So it's creating it. If you've used Google Form before, it's just like a Google Form. Currently now what we have is an empty file. There's nothing there. So we want to create each of the attribute data that's needed. So let's say if I want to create an invasive species for a farm, the first thing I want to know is I want to know the name of the person taking the data. So in this in your form builder, in the form element section, you have basic, you have choice, you have your layout, the same like we have in Google Form. So I want to choose the name, and since the name of the person is not that long, so I'm going to use the single line text, drag and drop, and I'll call it yeah. So I'll put the name here, and I'll put it. I will name it name of observer. Under the hood, JS is naming is imputing the underscore for me. Right. This is what is going to be displayed as it is there. It's a text field. I want it to is a required field. All right. I'll click out. I'm done with that one. I'll choose another name called next thing I want to what the data set I want to get is the dates, the incidents, or the invasive species was found. So I'm going to call it dates, or I'll say observation time. Observation time. Right. Since it's a required field, I'm going to tick this box. I want it required. And I'm going to give it another name. I'm going to choose another feature, which is I want to know the number of species that was found. So number has to be a number. So I'm going to choose this number integer button to drag and drop. What's the number of species found? Or what's the number of invasive species? The required field also. Okay. Then I'll choose what's the category? Hello? Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah. We have comments from participants who would like to actually keep up with what you're doing. If you can just give some brief recap so that we can actually catch up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. From which part, please?
Yeah, just a quick summary. Terry, if you actually have specific place where you're lost, please let us know. But you can just do a quick summary of what is this about, where they can actually get it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So the app we're using is Field Map app, and it's gotten from the Africa Geo portal. Like I said, if
Okay,
you
Can you put the name in the comments?
Africa Depot, I should type it for my end.
No. You can write it in the comment section.
Okay.
Just like you can see, but yeah, write it there. So then we can be able to project it for everyone to be able to see.
So for you to be able to use it, you must have an account with them. You must have created your
Okay.
account earlier. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So lost, you can just let us know where you are actually lost. That's what we're trying to fix. We want this to be as interactive as possible. It's a demonstration of what you've actually learned from the theory class. When you're
Okay.
done, I'm going to say, yeah, anything there.
Okay. Maybe I would just recap if that's okay.
Yeah, you can recap. You're trying to say the source of this application. If you can just put it in comments, I will project it for anyone
Yeah.
to.
Okay. You click on. Okay. How I got to it is you can click on this ArcGIS feed map on your Africa report, and once you've logged in, you see the icon. Let me see. Can I share? Okay. Let me share this. What I did was I went through first maybe ArcGIS Online. Click on that. You can go directly to ArcGIS feed map. Yeah. Just click on the ArcGIS feed map. Takes you to share this tab. It takes you to the feed map designer section. Then
Okay, so
you click.
that's the link on the screen. That's the link on the screen. If you and it's in the comment section. Um,
Okay. So can I go on?
yeah, I'm trying to get that communicated so we can actually have. Uh, so what I would do is, okay, there's something scrolling on your screen. If you can either of the two from the topic and the website, the Africa Geo portal,
Portal.
can
Yeah.
actually go
Come
there, yeah, and download,
and
log in,
sign up. Log in. Yeah. Create an
yeah,
account.
sign up
Yeah.
and log in, yeah. So we actually communicated this on the WhatsApp group, but sometimes
Oh,
I think some are struggling with logging in. So, but if you're struggling with logging in, please you will have to pay attention, and then we
yeah.
would sort that out later. Yeah. Okay, please you can go ahead, Victor. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I'll continue from. All right. So that is okay. So created first the name of the observer field. We created observation time, and we also created the number of invasive species found. And the next thing we want to also capture is what is the category of the species that was found, right? So how do you do that? The same thing. Go to your choice section now. Click on radio button, drag and drop.
So, Victor, just to give some context, so what are we trying to do on this platform now?
Okay. So like I said, we want to map invasive species found in a particular gardens or in the farm using the ArcGIS feed map.
Okay.
So we're trying to
Okay.
capture their spread. So from there,
Mm.
other analysis could be done, like the spread, where do we have certain kind of species, invasive species. From there, other analysis could be done, like, oh, could there be a pattern? Could there be a reason for this. So we're not going to go into details in that, but I'm just showing us how to create that feed app where everyone can do and use, in your
Okay.
own your free time. Yes.
Mm. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much. So we're trying to create an invasive species map where how are they distributed, the quantity, the density, and all that, and how we can actually map them out for reporting. And this is actually how we are actually leveraging GIS. This is a GIS platform, by the way, because it's a geographic information system, and which Victor has actually explained to us. Yeah, by the way, Thierry, I believe this map will be accessible maybe by sharing or by you logging in yourself and creating a map. Victor, how somebody's asking how can we access the invasive species map?
We are creating the map now. You mean the ArcGIS feed map? How to access the ArcGIS feed map or the invasive species map? Which of them?
Okay.
Because we are creating the basic species map like a tool where we use our phone, our mobile phone. We go to the field and pick, so it gives us actual coordinates of the where those species are found, the attributes, we impute it. So that's what we're trying to do on the app, the map designer. We're trying to create those attributes that we need that will make us make like an insightful decision or give us more information about those invasive species. That's all. Those are the attributes we're creating on the app.
All right.
So if yeah, so but if it's to get to the field, what's it called? The map itself, the designer. Like I said, in your Africa Geoportal, when you go to Africa Geoportal, you go to Geospatial Tools, you're going to see ArcGIS field maps there. You click on it, then you see where to create a new map. From there, you can follow the process.
All right. Let's go ahead. Thank you.
Uh, Okay. Okay. So another thing I want to create is the location. Like in your farm, you may have different section, rabbitry section, poultry section, and all that. So you want to know the section aside from getting the spatial data, but you also need attribute data. So in the next field, we want to write. Uh, 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 sorry. Yeah. So the name we want there is the species location. So in the see species location. So yeah, okay. So let's say in my farm we have different sections. We have so I'm going to create on list to impute the various sections now. So I have a rabbitry section, rabbitry section. I click on this plus to add another one. Let's say I have my exotic vegetables section. I'll do another one. Let's say I have poultry. So the idea is to populate the app in such a way whereby I don't need to be typing all this myself. By the click of a button, it brings all those values that I've already pre-loaded or configured. Right. We are at this point to let's see. I'll create another one called yeah, called the category of the species. Now the same thing. I'll still use the radio button under the choice. I use the radio button. Then I'll call it category of invasive species. So I'll also create another list. Let's say I have weeds, I have let's say rodents, for Okay, I'll leave this to have weeds. Are they weeds? Are they rodents? Is it done? Yeah, continue. Then I'll just put a comment in case maybe there's something that's how might happen by chance in the field. I'll create another one. Now I'm going to use the multi-line text because what I want to write is comment might be lengthy. So I'll call it the remarks. Alright, so for now, I think we're done. So the good thing about this is you can actually reorganize if you want to. You can move them and drag to the top or bottom, wherever I want. It's flexible. All right. And I want to also make this required field. I want to make everything required aside from the remarks. Yeah, required. All right. Once you're done, you're going to see the save icon at the top there. So it's saved. It's to the map. So we're saving it to the attribute that we just created now. Saving our form, just like a Google form. It's saved now. All right. But at the moment, the data set is still blank, right? So we've created it using our map designer, like I told us earlier on, to create an account with Agriculture Portal and also download these field apps because I'm going to share the link where everyone, wherever you are, you can just impute a figure and we're going to get it like real time. That's one of the benefits of using this data set. Multiple people can be using the same app to impute the same data sets or working together on the same field, real time, getting the same information. Yeah. All right. So next is for us to uh, go to what's it called now, map viewer, where we started off from. Are you still following? Are you there? Can you still hear me? Hello? Okay. All right.
Hi, Victor. Yeah, it's still following you.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. So we'll go back to Africa Portal now. We'll click on the ArcGIS Online. Then from ArcGIS Online, click on this the hamburger, they call it hamburger sign icon. Go to content. So we created a folder when we started called I think I created a folder called the PFA. Yeah. So let me see all my content. Okay, so if you click on all your content, you're going to see what now. You can see uh, you're going to see the web map. You're also going to see the feature layer. The feature layer has it's what has the feature files that we just created just now. Now we'll go to the web map. Before then, let me make this um, um, visible so that you can view it from your end. I'll click here to share to everyone public. Okay, I go to invasive species, right? Then I'll go to settings, and I don't want it to be deleted. I'll say that's also save. Right. Then I'm going to open it in my map viewer. In your map viewer, that is where you do your aesthetics, your beautification, and all that. Once I click on my invasive species on my map viewer, it takes me to this web map here using this map classic. If you go to your layers here, you're going to see the invasive species that we created. If you click on these three dots and you click on show attributable, you find out that there's nothing yet because we've not created any field in it. So I want to increase the aesthetics of this map. I'll come here on my stars. I'll choose field because I want to symbolize these features using the category field. So I want to use the category. Once I see it has changed to invasive species that are rodents or that are weeds, I click done. But at the moment, we don't have any picture yet. So what I'll do is I'll save my map first. I'm going to share that information. I want to make it public. So once you log in using your feed map, feed what's it called now, feed map app, go to wherever you are, impute your location. Just assume that that is where the invasive species is found. But normally, since this is linked to our phone, it is a GPS. So wherever you're standing, it gives you that real-time coordinates, right? Okay, so I'll come back to my content. Let me share. Click on the red map and make it. Yes, save it. Yeah. All right. Okay. So before then, let me just from the from uh from our field map app. Let me just use a default. Just pick an arbitrary point. Go to edit. Right. Select. I'll just pick any location in the feature and click there. So I'll just use my name because I want to choose today's date, 19th. Invasive species. Yes, so 2 found in the rabbit tree. Categories, I would say it's for the rodents. Secret. Alright. I'll pick another one. Arbitrary is not real. Same top, same date, number of 4. Now you can find the poultry area, weight, secret. Let's see my mouth. All right. So I want to make this visible so that people can also let me see picture front here. Yes, yes. Sorry, I'm doing it. Okay, so in my sharing here, section level, I want to run public to have it. But yeah, okay, everyone. I don't know if you can see this QR code. Can you see it? If you can click on the link that I just shared now.
Hi, Victor. If you
Can you see
look
the
at,
QR?
yeah, just a minute. I want to actually point out something to you.
Okay,
By the top right corner, you will see comments. By the
top
top
right.
right
Yes.
corner, you will see comments, right? If you
Yeah.
click on the comments, that is where our participants are putting their they can be able, that is where your chat will be visible to every participant. So drop the link there now.
Okay.
So you've been dropping the messages at private chat.
Okay.
All right. So you can redrop the link again for them to actually see.
That's asking me to connect via YouTube.
No. Okay. Can you connect your YouTube from Gmail?
No, I think I can. Yes.
Okay. Okay. If you can do that, but not to waste time, I will just copy the link and I'll paste it there. Because this as the lecture is actually being streamed to YouTube and LinkedIn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I can see now. Everything just switched up. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So if you click on what I sent to you now, it will ask you it's going to ask you to use the ArcGIS feed map to access this designer that I've just created now. Let me know if you can access it, please.
Yeah, it's saying ArcGIS feed map download. Okay. So that's going to be on the mobile or
And
it's,
by
I guess it's a mobile app. Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
guys, if the link is not clickable on YouTube, check the WhatsApp group for the link. Check the WhatsApp group for the link now. Okay, so tell us about this application. So, as what can we do with this application?
So it's like a data collector app. I don't know if you maybe you're familiar with ODK app. ODK app. I think I've
Okay,
forgotten. Yeah. So use it to you use it to collect data, just special data of points. For example, we use
for
data
funds.
to collect
Okay.
like points or special features. Could be anything. It could be polygon. It could be lines. It could be any feature, any phenomenon. You understand? You can increase the accuracy by
Mm.
incorporating it with a differential GPS. Like we used it to capture trees that are found within a university campus. The aim was to determine the carbon sequestration potential of those trees. So we use this app because it's
Mm-hmm.
more precise rather than using the classical survey method, which is expensive. So as you're working, all the team members have it on their app, the same app. You pitch your name, you put the height of the tree, the diameter of the tree, the name of the tree. You can take pictures also. It's also what we've just created by default. You can also snap. So if you, for example, you see your invasive species, you can snap. And later on, those images could be used maybe in a deep learning model for much more analysis. You see, so it's very robust. So it's not necessarily for agricultural purposes. You can use it for any other thing. You know, you can use it to map anything.
Yeah. So yeah, to make this more practicable, um, guys, this is I'm actually on the app now. I'm actually on the app. Sorry, this is the app application, and then you can just um, sign in with ArcGIS Online, or if you have the ArcGIS Enterprise, so
Yeah.
sign in. So basically, what we can do with this application is if you have scouting points on the field, like we are using an example of invasive species in our demo, you can be able to use this app to get your coordinates where you are, just like your GPS, your handheld GPS. You can
Exactly.
be able
Yeah.
to get the
Mm.
pinpoint coordinates, yeah, of those points, either farm boundary, either tree location, which oil palm is not doing well, and all that. Maybe from your satellite imagery, you want to do ground truthing, and you want to report back, and you want to create maps. These are actually how agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now? I guess my internet was actually disrupted.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can hear
yeah.
you.
So yeah. So as simple as your Google Map, if you have used Google Maps to navigate, that is actually a GIS platform, right? So
Yeah.
where you are actually Victor, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. So you can. I'm just trying to see how relatable this can actually be to participants. So you can actually go ahead. Okay, there will be
Okay.
questions. There will be time for questions. The link has been shared. Look above, but I'm not sure if it is clickable on Adepoju. I'm not sure if it is clickable on YouTube. But the link, if you are on the WhatsApp group, this link is shared already on the WhatsApp group, and also we would communicate this through your mail. Yeah, for you to actually rewatch the section and join. So yeah, we have limited time. Victor, please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, all right. So you can. Okay, I think I shared the. Let me see. I think I shared the maybe you can use this QR code also.
Yeah, you can
You
also
can
use
see
the
the
QR
screen.
code
You just
by
scan it.
using your, yeah, just scan it
Just scan it.
through your browser or your camera. If you scan this QR code on the screen, you can be able to have access to it instead of clicking the link. Alright. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, so you can actually edit the what's it called now? Should I start? The feature has been made public. You can see with this global. So wherever you are, you can actually edit and edit the field now. It's clickable. So just understand the workflow. First, from ArcGIS Online, you create your feed map designer where you design your app depending on the information you want to collect on the field. So it's not a must that must be what we've just done now. You can tailor it to what you want to map, whatever feature you want to map. So we've done that. We've collected some features. Like I said, we went to we go to the web map now to do the aesthetics. So you collect your point picture, raw data from the field. You can't do any aesthetics there on the field. Where you do the aesthetics, the design, the styling, the symbology, it's in the web, what's it called now? Yeah, the web map, right? The map viewer, which I showed us earlier on, right? So I'm just repeating the process. So you go to your from here, your table on your content, you see the map viewer here. If you click on it, you're going to take you to a place like this. Or you can also from your content, let me show you this from your content, right? You can click on the web. No, if you look by the side, I'm going to see the name. This is species web map. You see the web map. This is the feature layer that we created using the map designer. So I click on the web map, right? Open a web map. All right. Okay. Like I said, okay. Nobody have added any feature yet. I was expecting someone to have added something. Just click anywhere you are. You don't need to be in the field or just pick a point. Okay. All right. So let's assume that we just have this. We have two features that we've collected, right? As it is now, it's static. So when you collect your data in the field, you want to visualize it. You want to show it to the public. You want to show it to your clients. You want to show it to your manager or your boss. You want to show it to your boss. So uh, now there are other apps you could also use in ArcGIS. You could either use that's what we call the Experience Builder. You can use the dashboard, right? Then you can also use the Instance app, the icon now. You can use Quick Capture also, right? You can also use like I said, okay, to visualize, you can use Experience Builder, your dashboard. You can use a story map, or you can use the Instance app. So we're going to use the Instance app now to visualize our map. But before we do that, the templates we're going to choose, uh, right, would require us to have a chart. There are other things we can do, but I'm rushing because I'm running out of time also from my end here. So we'll just go to where this more option, configure chart. We'll just do one chart, and I'll show you what I've done prior to this time. You add your charts. Let's just add the pie charts, right? So it's asking us for the category that we want, the field name. So we want to use the category of invasive species. and numeric field. You have any numeric field number. Yeah. So once you want to show the data, value plot, it's okay. Uh, you can tweak the name of your pie charts if you want. Can make it, can beautify. Alright. Once you've done that, you find out that by the side there, you're going to see the save and open icon here. The point means that there's a function that's yet to be committed. Let's say save. Alright, so it saves it for you. So, alright. So you go to click on this icon here. You have multiple points here. Dice. Click on the instance app. So I'm going to choose this template. That you have various templates here you can choose from. Lots of them. You choose the chart viewer. You choose this. That's not what name. We still call it invasive SPP tag. I call it agriculture. You can call it the test academic folder we created. Save it there. So create app. It's going to take a while. Right. So remember we created a web map. So we're going to bring in the web map in the instance app. It's telling us that you can see the various steps you need. Step one is the map. Step two, the charts about interactivity and theme and layout. So click on the map. I want to select a map. So you can select map that you've already done prior or that is shared with you by your organization or you have access to. And the name of the app we're working with is Basis Species. Right. I'll select it. It's loading. Right. Okay. Let's see. Then next, you leave it stacked as it is. You can make it small. Click on next. Yes. We don't want cover page. You don't want introductory window. Just say next. Yeah, next. You can change the gray. If you want to make it gray or light, or leave it as it is. No theme. Just want to make something simple. Then publish your map. See confirm. So this app that we've created now, I can copy the link for you also to see for the instance app. Yeah. If you click on the link I just shared with you now, it's going to take you to the app that we just created now. But in order for you to see the entirety of your what you've done, you can go to your content. Let me share that section for you. Yeah, share this. You see the instance app that we've created here. You can make it visible, share it to everyone in public. Yeah. So you can ask view it if you have accounts with Africa Geoportal and search for this invasive species, you're going to see this app that we created. And to show you how I just did this already for the sake of teaching, but this is what I did prior. This was let me show this. This is what I did at home. You can actually add thumbnail to your feed app design. Then this was the invasive species web app design that I did. Uh, so I don't know if you have any question at this point. Any question? Do you have any question?
And do you have any question? Victor, if you can just do a quick recap of what you did here and how it could actually be applied for them in agriculture.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Okay, so like I said, so basically what we did was an overview. We were trying to map an invasive species that we found on our farm. The idea is you want to map this species, the location, and give to maybe the analytics department or the GIS analyst for them to make more insight, to glean more insight from what is happening, what could have happened. Sometimes you send out your drone periodically over time. So let's say you've gotten data sets like say 10 years thereabouts. So you can begin to map the pattern. Okay, is it that when we introduce this certain kind of feed to uh, the rabbits or so, that is when we experience this kind of like mange that's normally affecting rabbits. Could it be that this kind of feed and all that? So the essence of it is to map. You get those locations, you get those data sets. So what we did the overview is we created the designer app where we designed the kind of questions we want to collect. From there, we went to the map viewer where we now designed aesthetics, the symbology, the look and feel of what's the various categories or the various kind of text. We also created a chart. Then went to an instance, we created an instance app whereby when you click on the link, you know, let's say you're sending out your reports, once they click, they can view it real time. Or if it's an ongoing process, like a monitoring process that's going real time, you can monitor the improvement, the change. Okay, we map at this invasive species at this location. These are the location we see the spread was 10. We got this number of pests, we have this number of rodents. The next month you repeat the same exercise. How many are we getting now? Okay, it's reducing. So real time, you don't need to go get your paper and pen to be writing those things. Everything is done automated using GIS. Like I said, you can either use the instant app or you can do a dashboard. So sometimes dashboard is easier for you to visualize. So real time as you peak, the number is increasing. You're seeing it real time. You don't need to have a static report. It's real time. So that's some of the the, 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 the the importance or the application of GIS even in your in your farm, even in your small farm. What we've done, you don't need to have a big farm to implement this. This can be implemented in a small scale farm also. Like I said, we used this feed app to to count, enumerate the number of trees we had within a particular locality. The aim was to calculate their carbon sequestration potential. So at the end of the day, we got the data points, the location of these trees, which is precise. We generate, we can create some hotspot analysis to check areas where we have trees that are sequestering more carbon. We have areas of trees that are sequestering low carbon, and what kind of species. All these are done real time. You see, you integrate this data set with ArcGIS or maybe ArcGIS Pro, and you glean more information. It can be a temporal information, it could be a seasonal data set. So these are like some of the let's say the use cases where you can use a GIS in agriculture. Okay, somebody's asking a question. Okay, can you? Yeah. Okay, someone said before you identify the
Yeah.
invasive species that are weighed on the farm, do you take the coordinates of the field, area snapshots of the field? Yeah, mostly you've already delineated the boundary of your field. You know your area, and you have sections. Let's say you have an integrated farming. You have rabbitry section, you have poultry section, you have where you plant your exotic vegetables. You have different sections, right? So when you pick this, let's say you're doing for the poultry and you've already mapped out your farm. Your farm is mapped out already. Maybe you've flown drone, you know your area, you know your dimension and everything. So these steps, it gives you more insight, rather than saying, okay, in the poultry section, it could be a precise point. It could be maybe where your rabbits are going to feed. It could be a particular area where this thing is happening. So the insights are getting is not just generic. It's more precise. So you can make precise input to solving solution. Yes.
I guess that question is clear. For us, we have, all right, thank you so much. Yeah, I think because we have more solutions, this is actually very interesting how you actually do invasive species on the farm, to actually explain to us how we can leverage GIS. We took us through how to use the platform, this visualization platform, to actually uh, map out the width, but you also helped us with the tool to actually identify or take coordinates or specific coordinates, that is the geolocation of of these widths across the farm, how they are scattered, and you also have to tell you, I think we introduced or imported those coordinates on this platform, right? And then for us to actually visualize. Yeah, I think that's actually quite interesting. I'm not sure. I'm sure that you guys are able to conceptualize how to actually use this, going forward. In This is actually vision and purpose. I mean, for me, you can be able to share this with anybody, and they can be able to go to that site, right? Because you can be able to go to that site with this map and then identify, confirm what you're saying, actually this kind of read here, or read the section, starting and monitoring solutions like that. It's all what you know. Okay, there's a follow-up. There's a follow-up. Okay.
Okay. So you said field mapping first, using drones, generate field presence, data and accurate. So it can be either way. You know, let's say even if you don't have drone, there's some of these exotic species. You can see them physically. You can snap with your phone. You don't necessarily need what's it called, drone first. No, but if you want maybe on a large scale, yes, you see. So on a large scale, mostly what you're doing, you're seeing the effect of those pests on the crop, maybe due to the foliage, the leaf coloration, and all that on a large scale. But we're talking about like one-on-one, or you can snap, because this app we generated that we just designed. You can also snap the picture and get to
Yeah.
see how it is. Yeah.
To also add to that, so we want to take it a step at a time. So this is why we are actually starting with GIS, introduction to GIS, before we actually go into drones and all that. So basically, if you cannot be able to understand the fundamentals of GIS, what does GIS mean, then Well, I think what we have here is a base satellite map, right?
Yes, this satellite imagery, yes, from ArcGIS too.
Yeah, this is satellite, yes, not yeah. So uh, what you have there is not a drone map, but it's a map.
No, it's not.
It's an imagery rather. It's an
Yeah, an
imagery
imagery.
auto
Yeah.
mosaic from auto mosaic from satellite. So particularly, this is not, but you can actually get a more.
Hello, Mr. Femi, are you there?
All right, Victor, I guess you want to be rounding up right now.
Yeah, yes. So I think that I saw some questions here. Someone was asking
Okay.
if you should that he was unable to follow up if you can have one-on-one, I think, or something like that. Yeah, I couldn't follow up this. If you can help us go together with him on our own, I don't know.
Okay.
That would
Yeah, yeah. I
depend
think
on.
this video can actually be you can rewatch it or replay on YouTube, so you can be able to have access to follow it from the beginning. And of course, if you registered, okay, if you are actually registered, David, please check your email. Check your email. There's an enrollment email sent to you. You'll see a WhatsApp group there. Click on it and join the WhatsApp group. So it makes it easy when you have questions, and we can be able to share it there. We can be able to answer your questions there. We can be able to reach out to our facilitators through that means, and also have collaboration. But we have a lot of work. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. So, this is actually a step at a time. The knowledge of GIS is fundamental. So, Victor, I want to ask a question. Why is the knowledge of GIS fundamental to precision agriculture? Why do we actually need to understand GIS, to actually become a precision agriculture uh, uh, driven farmer? Yeah.
Yeah, because over time, find out that the when you apply GIS to agriculture, you tend to increase your yield. It has been proven over time by precision agriculture, where you use analytics, sensors, and high technology to garner more information. It reduces the time you spend. Let's say you have an acre, 100 acre, trying to want to spot areas of this pest control or infestation. It's going to take time, but with the help of drone, just fly in less than a few minutes, you can get those information, and you cannot begin to check, oh, is this a pattern? From there, you tend to check maybe a trend analysis and try to solve those problems. It also helps, like I said, it's just it's applicable in all the value, in all the value chain process of the agribusiness, from the production to selling. It can also, like, as also the logistics, and to even the consumers. You can also even use analytics to monitor, okay, these are the certain kind of people I should sell to. I should not sell to certain kind of people. You can do that even using GIS. So it's like, well, let's say, lifeline or like blood of any business generally. Agri just one. GIS is, like we said, it's a tool that helps you to solve many geospatial solutions. And since wherever we're doing is geolocated, so it helps solve those challenges that we have.
All right. Thank you so much. We really, I personally enjoyed the class, and it also brought the importance of GIS to me. Guys, when we talk about GIS, I feel people always think we're talking about the sophisticated technology, you know, yeah, you mentioned through the other time, like, oh, not everybody has got drones, but how can we begin to leverage on GIS? Like today, your demo, we never use any drone data or even drone. We never went to the field, but we are actually doing stuff on GIS with our phone. So with our phone, right? So there are a lot of apps on your phone that can actually give you the benefit of GIS. I mentioned Google Maps the other time, Google Earth imagery the other time, and this is also ArcGIS feed map for us to actually, and there are a lot of other apps that can help us with our farm boundaries. We can just walk around the farm boundary and collect and have it visualized, have our field measured. For what we have done today, like you can see a weed on the farm, identify that weed, and take a picture of that weed. As you take your picture, you are taking the coordinates of that region. You can upload it to a platform where anybody can be able to see. Just imagine when you go on Google Maps, you can be able to see a restaurant close to you. Somebody has actually uploaded a picture of that restaurant, on Google Cloud, and you can be able to access the closest restaurant to you and you go and eat. So this is also applicable in agriculture. So where you, with your phone, can be able to take a picture of the weed on the farm and tell, oh, you need to actually see this. These are the hot spots of the weed. These are the hot spots of the pest. Take a picture, you report it, maybe to your supervisor or maybe to your farm manager who is able to take action. These are actually ways that we are using GIS. Don't forget, GIS is not as simple as understanding the information around geolocation, location. That's all. How can all the systems that help us to understand information about specific location. Okay, where you are sitting presently, that's geolocation. So how can you analyze the data? How can you make it better to generate insights that are valuable, for you as a farmer? So yeah, thank you so much, Victor. If you have any last words for us before we actually wrap up the section. So guys, we are growing gradually. Tomorrow we are talking about embedded systems, IoT and embedded systems in agriculture. Another practitioner is coming. It's going to be fully practical. Please prepare yourself. Apologies that we started a little bit late today because of technical issues. But that will be solved. And tomorrow we'll be starting right at 9 a.m. GMT plus 1. That's Nigerian time. We're actually in Nigeria. But you can use GMT plus 1 to actually gauge wherever you are around the world. So, but we are moving higher. We are still on Wednesday. We are going to be talking about geospatial technology, particularly on satellite imagery, remote sensing from Corey. Corey works with Amini. Amini is actually a very big. Okay. All right, David, you can actually send a mail to Precision. Okay. Just one more. Victor, if you have any last words, please, you can actually give us that.
Yeah, for me, I would say just keep learning. You can start with LinkedIn Learning. They have a good course there for GIS. For those that want to start or don't have an idea, you can use LinkedIn Learning. The GIS Pro Essential. It's a good start for you. Or those courses on Coursera too. They're nice for you to learn how to make these analytics, how to GIS analytics or data science is the same thing, just that GIS deals with the geo aspect of it, but it's almost the same thing that you do there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Victor. I believe one step at a time we are actually helping building capacity of the the next generation tech inclined farmers and professionals. You know, I envision a future where everybody can be able to leverage on GIS technologies, platforms, to be able to gather information, share information, analyze, get valuable insights about what they're doing, across board. So, David, I just dropped an email there. You can actually send us share an email send us an email to join the WhatsApp group. If you're actually that will confirm, and then we add you to the group or send you a link to join. So thank you so much for your comments. Thank you, Eminike. Thank you for everyone who have actually joined. If you have suggestions for us on our delivery, please. We are always eager to hear from you. Send us an email, precisionfeedacademy@gmail.com is actually the hotline, or message yourself, or share on the group. If you have questions, please share on the group, on the WhatsApp group. We'll be happy to answer you. So our joy is to actually see everybody grow, So you don't need to shy if you don't understand anything. You need to ask again and again. Yeah, you are free to do that. Okay, you're free to do that. So soon we will be going to the field. Those who are interested in drone technology, of course, you can trust us for that. We have that already planned out in the schedule, which has been shared with you. So, and I'm excited that the list of speakers we have this week are powerful. Thank you so much, Victor. Thanks for sharing with us today. Okay. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to be having Matthew. Matthew is actually Watson is actually an IoT and embedded guru in agriculture. So he has a first degree in agriculture, and he is a guru when it comes to that, with different products to his name, commercialized already and those things. So we also have on Wednesday we'll be having Korikore. Korikore is actually a geodata scientist who actually deals with satellite imagery, remote sensing, and all that in agriculture. So yeah, you'll be able to learn more. And on Thursday, you will also be learning from Mr. Soji Sonyaolu. He's actually the founder of SMAT, where they provide a lot of software solutions. It's just a full stack. So he will be sharing with us mobile app development, sharing with us data-driven agriculture. So thank you so much for joining once again. We do appreciate.
Thank